Hello, my gorgeous group ones. Welcome to your reading. Thank you for joining me here today in today's reading. Today, we're going to be getting into, first and foremost, does your crush like you? Okay. And then, are you their usual type? Okay. So, you like someone, you met them, you know them well or you don't. You went on a date with them, who knows? They're hard to read, whatever the case may be. We're going to be getting into whether they like you and then if you're their type, okay? Yeah, let's get right into it. So we're gonna get into the whether they like you. How are you guys doing today? This person could be very quiet because I don't really feel called to speak that much. I feel like the quiet is uncomfortable or the silence is uncomfortable. It's not a comfortable silence between the two of you guys. If there is silence at all, the reading or certain parts of the reading will not resonate for everyone. So you could be talking to this person every day or not. You could be in separation or not, who knows. But do they like you? They're very hush-hush about it, so they may not be very like forthcoming with their feelings or how they feel about people or just you in general. They're not someone who talks about their feelings a lot. That's immediately what I'm getting. It could be hard for them or they're playing games. I guess we'll see. So please, Spirit, tap into the energy. Look at that. Don't piss me off. Tap into the energy of group one and their person, please. Does their person like them back? Whoever my group ones are watching for, does their person like them back? Y'all see the cards taking a little minute to come out, too. Okay, please, Spirit, come on now. Give me a card or something. Thank you. We have the Emperor in reverse. Let's see what else comes out to see if we keep the Emperor in reverse. Please, Spirit, tap into the energy of my group one's person. Do they like them back? This person could be feeling a little weak right now or disempowered is what I'm hearing. Then we have the Chariot in reverse. Interesting. And then the Six of Pentacles in reverse. Interesting. I don't know. I feel like just reverse cards in general are no. So do they like you? I don't know. This person doesn't know probably. These are great cards to be upright, but the fact that they're all coming out in reverse is kind of alarming, if I might, if I'm being honest. Ooh, geez Louise. Can I get a clarifier for the Emperor, please, Spirit? Why is the Emperor here? For if their person likes them, why is the Emperor here? Why is the Emperor here in reverse at that? We have the Queen of Swords. Ooh. Interesting. This person could be scared of like your bite. Maybe you're someone who is quite hurtful with your words and they're scared of being too truthful. Or this person in general could be someone who is hurtful with their words and they're scared of telling you the truth. We have the Chariot card in reverse. So the Emperor and the Chariot being in reverse, and also the Six of Pentacles. All three of these cards are action-based cards. The Emperor is getting things done. Someone who's very powerful, someone who's very sure, self-assured, confident, a little strategic, like they know what they're doing. They're someone who's very experienced, okay? Then we have the Chariot card, which is someone who is also quite experienced, who is a tactical genius. Strategy is coming through very strongly here because the Chariot card always gives me strategy. It always gives me a general in the war, making like plans and coming up with like battle strategy, right? And then the Emperor is ruled by Mars, which is the planet of strategy and war, okay? So it's kind of like you make this person go mute or you make them not as confident as they usually are. Something like that is coming through. But the Six of Pentacles is a card of generosity, wanting to do something for someone, wanting something from someone and giving something in return. So the fact that all these cards talk about action, movement, like forward movement, what's the specific word I'm looking for? Momentum, like steps forward, essentially. These cards all mean making strides forward, and they're all in reverse. It kind of means something is stunted. You know, like I said, there was a lot of silence in the beginning, and silence in a reading for me isn't that usual, but in this reading, it could have been uncomfortable, but it came through as uncomfortable for me. So it's something they don't want to say because they don't want to hurt your feelings, something like that. So can I get a clarifier for the Chariot in reverse? Does this person like them back, please, Spirit? Does this person like them back? We have the Four of Pentacles in reverse. Now, the Four of Pentacles upright is an energy of feeling closed off or closing yourself off, or how can I describe it? Like, I want to say being very tactical, because the Four of Pentacles is someone who has decided, okay, today is the day. I'm going to start saving money. I cannot start splurging and buying food and ordering Uber Eats and yada, yada, yada. I can't do that because I'm determined to save money. The Four of Pentacles is a closed off energy of someone being stubborn, emotionally stubborn, you know, financially stubborn. They don't want to give anything. But then we have it here in reverse. So it's like, what gives? Can I get a clarifier for the Six of Pentacles in reverse, please, Spirit? Why is the Six of Pentacles here in reverse? That was fast. We have the Nine of Pentacles. This person could be focusing more on work right now, so it's not that they don't like you, but it's just they're feeling very disempowered. They're feeling very weak. They're feeling very like everything can crumble right in front of them. I'm seeing a House of Cards, and a House of Cards is very fragile. One blow, and it can all come crumbling down. So this person right now is focusing on building something, whether it's money or just like some status, some prestige, or they're focusing on work and their like reputation. No, you know, they're focusing on building something right now. And I feel like you would be a distraction to that. No offense. This person wants to say no offense. That is hilarious. So they're not trying to hurt you, which is what I was saying with the Queen of Swords. If they were to say something or make things more clear, it would have to be kind of hurtful, because they're going to be telling you flat out, I can't give you much of anything. Okay, maybe they're scared to tell you they're broke or something like that. Please say what resonates for you. This person could really not have any money to date or be with someone right now. They're really more focused on saving, putting away, creating a lump sum, investing in themselves, their business, their career. That's the kind of vibe I'm getting with this person. They're more so focused on those things. Maybe love is not really a factor in their life. So I don't think it's anything against you. It's just this person may not want to hurt your feelings by saying, I'm not looking for anything right now. But I feel like that would be the mature thing to do. Saying, I don't want anything serious. Maybe they have told you, who knows? But you're just here to figure out if they like you. All these cards are kind of giving me no, okay? But the Nine of Pentacles is someone who could maybe grow into that. I don't know. Sorry. Okay, yeah, they're very much just focused on themselves. The Nine of Pentacles is someone who is like my bachelorette card is what my Nine of Pentacles is. Someone who's more so focused on elevating themselves, making their life better. They're not focused at all on trying to make someone else's life better. That came through quite clearly, because the Six of Pentacles is a card of giving your energy, giving your time, giving your money. Okay, so dating, courting, stuff like that. The Nine of Pentacles is ain't trying to give nobody nothing, because I'm focused on me, myself, and I. You see, the Nine of Pentacles is you're on your own and you're happy on your own. You're happy single. Okay, so that's kind of what's coming through here. Can I get some more cards? Does their person like them, please, Spirit? Do they like them? The person they're watching for. We don't want to understand what's going on in their life. We want to know if they like them. The first three cards kind of said no. We have the Three of Swords. Okay, that's our answer. So the answer is no. Unfortunately, I'm sorry, guys. One more card. Does their person like them? That card was reversed. That's also a no. Does your person like them, please, Spirit? And like I said, it's not something about liking you in general. They're just emotionally closed off right now. They're not looking for anything, period. So it may not be a you thing. It's very much a them thing. That old adage, it's not you, it's me. But in this case, it really is them. If they don't want a relationship, it doesn't matter if they like you. It's not going to happen. You know, if they're too self-involved or too selfish, it doesn't matter. You shouldn't want to be with someone who is selfish. You know, they are with the Six of Pentacles in reverse and the Nine of Pentacles. Just I'm looking out for me. I'm not looking out for you. I'm hearing Me, Myself, and I by Beyonce. Here we have the Queen of Wands. Interesting. They like you. They're physically attracted to you. Yes. They see something in you that like intrigues them. Yes. But are they going to make any moves towards you? Which is what I'm sure you really want to know. No. This person could be getting over a breakup, something that hurt them deeply. And they're not emotionally like ready yet for something serious again, or even to date, you know? And I love them for knowing that about themselves. At the bottom of the deck, we have the Two of Wands. Sorry, you can't see it like that. We have the Two of Wands. And then the Sun. Does this person like you? Yes. But I feel like at first and foremost, the energy of them not being open to anything had to come through. Because the Queen of Wands, they find you very attractive. The Two of Wands is wanting to do something. It's planning to do something, but you haven't done it yet. The Three of Wands is going and doing something. The Two of Wands is planning to do something, making a decision if you want to. Then under that, we have the Sun. This could be them making a decision to choose themselves or focus on themselves and what they want. But the Sun coming through is like, you know, someone who makes you happy, you enjoy being around them. Yeah, but do you like them enough to date them seriously? The answer is giving no. You know, not too much. They find you alluring. They find you attractive. They like you as a human being. But in a romantic sense, the answer would be no. Because they know right now their heart is still too broken, too fractured. They don't want to hurt you, that kind of thing. That's what I kept saying, right? With the Queen of Swords. The Queen of Swords is someone who tells it like it is. She does not hold any punches. This person's like, I have to be this Emperor in reverse, not making any moves or touching you suggestively or lingering because it would give you signals that I'm not trying to give. So if there's complete silence, this person is not reaching out to you. That in and of itself is telling you they're not interested or they're not looking for anything serious. And that should be answer enough. I feel like a lot of people who ask this question, it's a cute question to ask. Like, don't get me wrong, but I feel like you already know the answer deep down. The questions that we ask readers, ourselves, other people, we usually deep down know the answers ourselves. So do they like you? Maybe they're attracted to you. They think you're alluring, you're beautiful, you're sexy. Yeah. But are they going to take it any further than that? No. You know? How rude. Okay. So let's get some cards from this deck here. For are you their type? So yes, with the Queen of Wands, you are their type. But since we already have the deck out, let's pull some cards for that. Are you their type, please, Spirit, for my group ones? Are they their person's type, their crush, whoever this person is? Are you their type? And you see the cards are taking so long to come out. Child, does this person even know what they want at this point? Like, I feel like you're dodging a bullet. Are you their type? Yeah, the Ten of Pentacles, but it came out in reverse. Don't start with me. We have the Star, but it's in reverse. What the heck? What the heck, Beyonce? And then we have the Seven of Cups, but it's in reverse. I just heard this person doesn't have a type. This person doesn't have a type. They may not have time for a type, is what I just heard as well. Okay, so the Ten of Pentacles in reverse, the Star in reverse, the Seven of Cups in reverse. Why are all these cards coming out in reverse? Like, come on now. Reversals mean no, generally. Okay, so the answer could be no. But like I said, their type, they don't have one, or they don't even know what they want. That's kind of what I'm getting as well. They're like, you're attractive, you're cute, you're sexy, yeah, I like you, but are you my type? I don't even know what my type is. My heart is still in smithereens. My pockets are empty. Like, I'm working hard to try to build something back in my life. They really are more so focused on them. So I don't even know what to say to y'all no more. It's giving, I'm not looking for anything, period. So why does it matter how I feel? I don't even know what my type is. I thought I knew, but the person or the people that I would always chase would always break my heart. Do I have a type anymore? I don't freaking know. Do I have hope that I'll find my type anymore? I don't know. Like, the Star in reverse is like a loss of hope. You don't even dream anymore. You don't have dreams. You don't hope for things. You don't wish or want or have faith that anything you want can come to you. That's how down bad this person is right now in their energy. They are like just depleted. They don't even know. And they don't, like, they just, all the energy they have is to get up in the morning, go to work, come home, eat, go to sleep, wake up, and do it again. They have no more energy for anything else. If they're leading you on in that kind of way, making you think they do, they don't. Leave. Don't waste your time. Okay, if they're giving you little crumbs, that's probably why. If you guys are more like prolonged or more into this connection than other people may be. If you just met them, you find them cute, you want to know, you don't want to get involved with all this. You do not want a piece of this pie. Okay? So let me get some cards. I wasn't going to use them, but why not? I think something better is coming, I think, for you guys. So don't worry about this person. Something better is coming along the way, because something I've been waiting for a long time is they just sent me. So I bought some Sephora stuff during the sale, okay? And it was like, I'm like, where's my Sephora stuff? Everything else that I ordered, my Ulta order, everything else, my TikTok shop order came, everything came. But I'm still waiting for my Sephora order. And I'm like, Sephora, you was the most expensive out of all the things that I bought. Where is you at? Okay? And then I think I just got an email saying that it was delivered or out for delivery, whatever. So I've been excited. I've been waiting. I just want to get my stuff. So you're excited about something, you want something, and it's coming. Okay. I wish I could check the email that came through, but I was looking somewhere else and I looked back too late. But I did see Sephora and I knew that they not delivered it, but I knew it went out. They mailed it essentially, and it's on the way. So they're either updating me about my order or something like that. Okay, let me get some cards from here to see if we can get anything else about this person. And the energy they're in. Does this person like them? Look, we have adaptation in reverse again. Reverse cards are a no, but adaptation is this person is still trying to find their footing. Okay. They're in like a transitionary phase in their life. They want to be the emperor, but they're not. They want to be a chariot kind of person, but they're not. They want to be someone who can give to you right now, but they can't, right? Okay. What else can you give me? Here we have courage. That can be something they're lacking, or they're trying to cultivate more of in their life. They're trying to be someone who's more courageous. Like I said, this person gives me that they are attracted to you, but at this point in their life or in this stage that they're in, they don't even know what they want anymore, because they could have been, like I said, hurt so many times by the people they thought was their type, and now they're kind of like, I don't know what my type would be, or they just don't have a type, period. And here we have duality. Oh my gosh. Okay, so we have adaptation, courage. So they're trying to be just courageous and take life as it comes, essentially. They're going through something. Not that it's funny, but it's just like they're going through something, because I'm hearing the Angelica from Rugrats. I got responsibilities now. And then Phyllis like, responsibilities? Like, it's like they're so grown and you're a child to them. Like, not even to put it like, to make it sound condescending. You know what I mean? They're Angelica, and all Angelica loved doing was ishing on them kids. She loved making them kids feel like they were nothing compared to her, right? And she was like, I can't play right now, guys. I got responsibilities now. And here comes Phil, responsibilities? And she's like, yeah, I got responsibilities. I'm a big kid. I can't be out here playing with the little tadpoles. I'm a big fish in a big pond. You know what I mean? Anything to make them kids feel less than. Angelica was a snake, I swear. But that's kind of what this person's giving me. They may not be saying it like a condescending way, because when Angelica did say that one part, she was sad about it. She didn't want responsibilities. She ain't want them. She wanted to be playing with the kids. But she couldn't. So you can be someone who's younger than them, who isn't like as evolved in your life or your career or adulthood yet, and they're kind of like, I got really big like things to deal with right now, and I can't focus on like little kid feelings, or you know what I mean? It's giving Taylor from Love Island. Like, I can't have a kid feeling. No, they can't have a kid feeling. They can't have a kid feeling, because they're in the big world. They're in the grown-up world. They have responsibilities. They have bills. They have all these things. And like, when you're so stressed out, you don't have time for good vibes or good emotions. You know what I mean? because you're trying to figure out how I'm going to pay next month's rent, how I'm going to make this money, how I'm going to get rich quick, that kind of energy. So you don't really have time for anything else. That's what I'm getting. Duality, I don't know. This person, like I said, is in a transitionary phase. They could be going from sad, because over here is very blue, to happy. They could be right in the middle. Sometimes they're sad, sometimes they're happy. Their emotions aren't quite regulated, okay? Or this could be someone who is quite mean and sometimes they're nice. It's giving Dr. Jekyll and Hyde. How one second they were nice and the next minute they were soulless. That could be the precipice this person is constantly teetering on, you know? And then we're going to pull some cards from this deck and I will leave you be. I also feel like this person may have to take on different personalities for different things in their life, because this card here was kind of giving me someone who has to learn to get some sea legs, because they're still on land legs and they need sea legs to get where they need to go, or whatever the case may be. And she's putting her feet in this or taking it off. I think she's putting her feet in, honestly, but it could be interpreted in whichever way. She's putting her feet into it so she'll be able to swim with the big fish, you know, essentially. So this person is like really, they're working on something right now. Okay, please, Spirit, what else can you let me know about this connection, this person? What else do you have to say to my group ones? And I keep hitting the camera. I'm sorry. We have say it out loud. That's something this person is having trouble doing, unless they have told you that they're just always busy. You're not believing them. They kind of are. And then we have jokes on you. I don't like that kind of energy. And then we have divine feminine. Yeah, you're someone who's the empress. You can do and get whatever you want. And then we have a divine feminine upright, and in the deck, the king in reverse. So yeah, you don't want a puppy. You need a big dog. This person's giving puppy energy. Go find somebody else. Please do that. Okay? Do that. You're this divine feminine energy. You're someone who is so abundant. That could also be something coming through. This person's like, you deserve more than what I can give you. And that's like very noble of them. But they are too scared to say it because they may like you calling them or talking to them or whatever. They don't want to tell you the truth because it's not gonna benefit them anymore. You're not gonna be all dewy and gooey. Sure, I'm saying dewy and gooey-eyed. You're not gonna be all gooey and doughy-eyed for them anymore. If they come and tell you, hey, I'm not feeling it or I'm not looking for anything serious right now, they know you're gonna go. And you could be the only bright spot, the only happiness in their life at this time, with duality coming through here. When you're not around, their life is blue. When you're there, it's like orange and bright, because you are coming through as the Queen of Wands, and she rules fire. So fire brings warmth, it brings creativity, it brings happiness, you know? Excitement is the Wands energy. Beauty, even. And it's like, I like being surrounded by this energy, but you're not telling me you're not looking for anything because you're scared I'm going to leave. Let me leave. Give me that decision. Give me that choice, you know? So yeah, that's what I got for you. But jokes on you is crazy to come out in this kind of reading. So just be careful. Please. Just be careful with this person. Do not waste your time. I'm not saying that they're not a good person or whatever, but it's just giving a waste of time. Maybe ask them point blank period about what they want. And if they're looking for anything serious, if they don't tell you anything at all, they're being deceptive. They're being purposely deceptive. They're trying to deceive you. If they tell you, yeah, I can't really give you anything right now, then you know they're telling the truth. But if they say, oh, I just want to see where things go, I want to go with the flow, like, no. They're wasting your time. Get somebody else to do it. Go get your Sephora and stop dealing with this beauty supply store brand person, okay? So I hope this reading resonated. If it did, feel free to like, comment, and subscribe. Join the tribe. We love to have you. If you would ever like to book a personal reading, you could always do so using my email in the description box below. Sorry if you didn't hear what you wanted to hear. Some people need to know the truth, though. I'm never going to lie to y'all, right? I might tell a joke, but I'll never tell a lie, guys, okay? But yeah, I hope it resonated. Hype the video if you feel called to do so. But I hope you're having a beautiful, wonderful day whenever you're watching this reading. And as always, I will see you gorgeous people in the next one. Mwah. Bye. Hello, my gorgeous group twos. Welcome to your reading. Thank you for joining me here today. Today's reading is going to be a two-topic reading. So the first thing we're going to touch on is, does this person like you? Do they like you? So your crush, whoever you're thinking about, Do they like you? Have romantic feelings for you? And then the second half of the reading is going to be, are you their type? So do they like you? And are you their type? Okay, so we're going to get right into it. No need to dilly-dally. Okay, I'm getting a vibe this person does like you because I'm going to get right into it. I want to get right into the reading. I'm excited. So let's see what comes through. Please, Spirit, tap me into the energy of my group Q's person. Do they like them, please, Spirit? Do they like them? Here we have the 5 of Cups. Bright. And you need to move because I'm ready to start fighting. Because you keep, like, what's up? The 9 of Swords, yeah, see. We have the Fool, and then we have the 9 of Swords in reverse. So I'm getting yes. This person does like you. Is it good? It's like a perfect like, if that's even a thing. Like, is a perfect circumstance for them to like someone? No. But we have the 5 of Cups. They were sad about something. This person was like dwelling on the bad things, the negative parts of life, down on their luck, that kind of thing. Crying over spilled milk, right? And then we have you coming in as the Fool and showing them a new way or kind of launching a new beginning in their life. You know what I mean? The Fool is a clean slate. We're not thinking about the past. We're just worried about the future and what comes next. So their past could have been quite sad. They could be in a sad moment in their life right now. Something could have happened. You know, it could be love, regular, everyday life. You know, there's not much that isn't going wrong in the world right now, child, honestly. So it's kind of like this person is in like a state of like sadness. They're somber, that kind of thing. I'm hearing usually they are, but then they met you and it was kind of like a breath of fresh air. This person could also be really lonely. I'm getting an energy of why couldn't I see what was right in front of me, kind of thing. So you could have been in their life for a long time. They weren't able to fully realize or see you because they were kind of like in this womp 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 woe is me kind of energy here, because the 5 of Cups is 3 cups in front of you spilled, you're crying over it, but not realizing there are 2 cups behind you in the back of the card. So it's like you didn't see the forest for the trees. You were looking for every other thing that could go wrong, you know? So it's kind of giving me, why didn't I see this before? Why didn't I wake up and smell the roses kind of thing? So do they like you? Yes. Okay. And then we have the 9 of Swords in reverse, which is an energy of overthinking, but in reverse is kind of giving, I'm out of the fog, the brain fog. This person could have been in like a depression episode or something like that, and everything seemed like I'm hearing the Claritin Clear commercials. I can see clearly now, the rain is gone, right? They can see it so clearly now. They're kind of wondering, why wasn't I able to see it before? But we're not worrying about the past anymore. We're worrying about what's in front of us. And you are representing a new beginning, a new story arc for them, you know? Let's see what else is coming through. The 9 of Swords in reverse. So far we have 2 cards upright, 1 card in reverse. That's definitely a yes if we're going based on what the cards mean upright or in reverse. If we're going based on what the cards mean, like actually, the 5 of Cups is some kind of sadness, melancholy, you know what I mean? Then we have the Fool, which is a new beginning, a new spark, that kind of thing. This crush could be new, or they're just realizing how they feel about you. Or it's something they've been waiting for a long time. Take whatever resonates for you in your situation. Then we have the 9 of Swords in reverse. So it's kind of something they're no longer overthinking. It's not something that's keeping them up at night. This could be a connection where it's been like a long time coming kind of thing. And before, they would be in their bed at night. Like, why didn't I say this to group 2? Why didn't I tell them how I felt? Why is it so hard for me to communicate my emotions? Why am I like this? Why do I have to be sad all the time? Why do I push everyone away? And that was kind of like, okay, it's you. It's always been you kind of thing. So this is giving like rom-com drama, the end of the movie where the guy loses the girl and he has to come back with a big, like, over-the-top romantic gesture to win her back. And it's like until she's gone, he didn't realize what he had, kind of thing. That's what I'm kind of getting here. Let's see what else comes through. Does their person like them, please, Spirit? Can we get some more cards? Can we clarify the Five of Cups? Why is that here? That was fast. This person is like getting very talkative. You have the Queen of Pentacles. Ooh, juicy. Okay, so let's keep going. Let me get some more cards. Can I get a clarifier for the Fool, please, Spirit? Why is the Fool here? I think this person is quite eager to kind of make things clear or make where they stand clear. I heard for some of you, this person could be blocked. So that is if there's like a long-standing connection. And then we have the Queen of Cups. All these beautiful feminine energies. We love to see it. This person's definitely in their feelings, or they're in a more reciprocative, open energy. Okay. Kind of receptive is the perfect word, if I can say that. Can I get a clarifier for the Nine of Swords in reverse, please, Spirit? Can I get a clarifier for the Nine of Swords in reverse? Does their person like them? It's just science. Seven of Pentacles. Don't let it break you down. See, that song was coming through. I was singing it before the reading started, and I was like, why did this song just pop into my head out of nowhere? And I was hearing the song yesterday, or a reading that I was watching made me think of the song, right? Or something I was watching on TikTok, I think it was. So it's Science by Niall Horan, and I felt the need to listen to the song. Oh, it was a reading on TikTok. Yeah, so I'm like, okay, this song is coming through. Let me listen to the song. And I love it because Niall Horan, he's such a little cutie patootie, right? And his music is just always so feel good. It's always so chill. It's like the person, when he's saying he's not doing too much, you know? But anyway, I think I was trying to decipher what the song was about. So he's like, so when you feel like there's nothing left, so when you feel like nothing's left, oh, there's still a heart beating in your chest. And when you feel it, da, 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 na, it's just science. Don't let it break you down, or something like that. And I'm like, what do you mean by it's just science? Like, and then the reading was talking about like how depression is kind of like a chemical reaction in the brain, and it's something that people try to play off and say it's not real, it's made up, but it's actually a thing. You know what I mean? And it's something people struggle with. So this person could definitely struggle with depression because it's coming through again. And I'm like, is that what that song is about? And that's what I'm getting. So Science by Niall Horan is coming through. This person has been dealing with like sadness, you know, depression, stuff like that. And now this person is like in a more optimistic, anything could happen kind of energy now. Like they woke up and it's no longer dark outside kind of thing, you know? Okay, so clarifying the Five of Cups, we have the Queen of Pentacles. The Queen of Pentacles is a very nurturing, very abundant queen. Okay, she is the queen that is going to wipe your nose when you're crying. She's going to hold your hair back when you're throwing up your guts after getting drunk. She's going to rub your head when you're pouring your deepest, darkest secrets. She's going to make you something, cook you some food if you're hungry. She's going to wash your clothes if you are not able to do that yourself. She's the one who will definitely take care of your mind, body, and soul. That is what's coming through here. And I feel like you could have been that person for them when they were in this Five of Cups energy. And because you were doing that and you were always telling them it's okay, you're going to be fine, it's just science, don't let it break your heart or don't let it break you down. Like, they're like, okay, wow, this person was really always there for me and they're the only bright spot in my life. Should that be the basis in which you start a connection? No, because you need to have more things to live for than a person, but you are that bright spot in their day. You are that excitement. They're excited to see you, that kind of thing. I do feel like this person doesn't want to like bog you down with their emotions and their feelings, but it's something they feel when you're around, they feel better. You know, are they cured? No. Are they healed? No. That's something they have to do by themselves with a doctor, you know, stuff like that. But when you're around, things are less harsh. Things are less sad, things are less dark. You know what I mean? So I feel like, do they like you? Abso-freaking-lutely, right? Like, these are deep feelings here. This is not like run-of-the-mill, just met you. Even if they did just meet you, there's something like a deep here, like a well is what I'm getting, okay? So then we have the Queen of Cups clarifying the Fool. The Queen of Cups is that same kind of queen who is like wiping your tears when you're crying, but she's not doing like physical things. She's like speaking life into you. She's being so soft. She's being so understanding. She's literally crying with you when you're crying. You know what I mean? Like, I'm getting the scene in my head of when I went like to my, well, now best friend, when we went, I think we were best friends when I went to her cousin's funeral, but I'm not sure our friendship was that deep yet. We were still like, we met each other in high school. We were just chill passing friends. We didn't really get close until after high school. And then when we were meeting up after high school, we would just have like long, deep talks, just like talking about all the things we went through, talking about all this stuff, and we realized we had a lot in common, and then our friendship started to deepen. And then I think like around that time, her cousin had passed away, and I'm like, oh, when you guys go to the funeral, I'm definitely coming with you, whatever. I stayed over at her house. I was there for her when she was like crying, when she was, you know, going through something. And then I remember going to the funeral with her and her sister, and like, I was trying to be respectful, so I was staying in like the farthest row that I could be, but I'm still there supporting them because I'm like, I've never met this person. I should not be at the front where I can see the casket. It didn't really feel right for me, but I did. They pulled me to the front with them and everything, and I was like, okay, let me go pay my respects. I'm here. Let me do it. And like her sister came and she was like asking me if I was okay. And I'm like, girl, I'm fine. This is like your cousin, right? And then when they started crying, I was bawling my eyes out with them. And I feel like that was a bonding experience for us. It's like everything they go through, I've been to like a few funerals with them now. So it's like we're locked in. We ain't going nowhere. But I feel like me being there for them kind of deepened our connection. Like, if they was crying, I was crying. I can't see people cry and not cry. That's the kind of person I am. That's what an empath essentially is. What someone is feeling, you're able to feel as if they're your own emotions. So if someone's crying in front of me, I'm going to be crying too, because now I feel upset. You know what I mean? I just can't not, right? So that's the kind of energy coming through here. The Queen of Cups is going to cry with you. The Queen of Pentacles, she ain't going to do all that. She's going to cook you a meal, slap you under your tush and say, go ahead and have a good day, right? The Queen of Cups is crying with you. She is in the trenches with you. And I feel like that is who you are to this person. When they were at their lowest, you were always there for them. And that's why they're kind of thinking to themselves, why have I been so stupid and blind? Why couldn't I see that this person was my person the whole bleeping time, right? That's what I'm getting, okay? So you cook for them, you cry with them, you think of them. The Queen of Pentacles is also a kind of person who is bringing an extra lunch, because you know sometimes your friend or your lover or your crush is prone to forgetting to bring their lunch. So you bring them an extra lunch, you bring them an extra sandwich at the store. The Queen of Cups is asking you, I'm going to the store, do you need anything before I come back? Like, those are the kind of queens coming through here for how they feel about you. And I do believe you're representing those energies in you. You're always giving to them, and they're always receiving from you. So you always put them in this very feminine energy, and it could have made them feel weak, but it's also someone who you can let your guard down around. Is that not someone that you want to be with or around? You know what I mean? That's what I'm getting for you guys. So the Queen of Cups and the Queen of Pentacles. So do they like you? Do they like you? Yes. I think it's more than like. I think they're realizing that now. Oh boy. I feel like I've been talking a lot, child. This person needs to get a lot off their chest, because that's like, whoo, you were there for me at my lowest, blah, 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 blah. So do they like you? Yes. Okay. This could also be something they're still a little nervous to say, okay? So clarifying the Nine of Swords, we have the Seven of Pentacles. This is them working to get out of this energy of lack, of I can't sleep, of always like being out of it kind of thing. Because the Nine of Coins, I was going to say, no. The Nine of Swords is an energy of I can't sleep because I have bad dreams, or I can't sleep, I have insomnia, or that kind of thing. This person is slowly working towards that. They're coming up with a solution. They're putting in the work, okay, to come out of that energy. And I think it's because of you. So the Seven of Pentacles is also like the burrowing, the nesting kind of energy for me sometimes, because it's something you want to see grow bigger. You're not going to be planting a seed and watering it and giving it sunlight and food and fertilizer and all this kind of stuff, clipping the seeds and the leaves if you weren't going to like see this to the end. So this is someone who's ready to finally, invest in you. This is someone who is done overthinking. Do they like me? Do they want to be with me? Am I worthy of them? They're done overthinking that portion of your connection. They're definitely ready to go all in. That's what I'm getting, okay? So either trust me or don't. Now, we're going to get into the are you their type. I think that speaks for itself, but why not get some cards for that as well? So please, Spirit, tap me into the energy of my group 2s, please, Spirit. And when I was shuffling these cards before I started the reading, when the song was coming through and all that other stuff, the 8 of Wands is the only card that I remember seeing. So this person could be making their feelings known quite, I'm hearing valiantly. No, they're being transparent. They're going to make their feelings known sooner rather than later. Okay, so these cards are going back. So please, Spirit, are they their person's type, please? Their usual type, whatever, if they even have a type. Fix these cards. They're going to bother me. Are my group 2s their person's type? We have the Strength in reverse. You make them weak in the knees. They can hardly speak. That song is coming through, so I would say so. I get so... There's like a really deep emotional bond here. For sure. Because Strength upright is like, strength, whatever, I'm strong, da-da-da-da. I can make you submit kind of energy. The Strength in reverse is kind of like inner strength. It's a deeper strength to like be resilient emotionally instead of just physically. You know what I mean? You can be a brute like Gaston, but we want a beast who's soft on the inside, has a soft heart, We don't want a brute like Gaston with no feelings and emotions. And you can sling me over your shoulder, sure. But can you rock me and hold me and kiss me on the forehead and tell me everything's going to be okay when I'm falling apart? Okay, if you can't, bye. Thank you. If you have Judgment, yes, absolutely. This trumpet playing whenever you're coming around them, whenever you're in their presence is definitely... And first of all, before I get ahead of myself... all major arcana so far. So when you're around, they're just like, they want to praise you. It's the kind of energy coming through. The Judgment card is also my blind follower card, right? Because we have this angel, which I believe is Angel Gabriel, coming and blowing his horn for Judgment Day, telling all the souls it's finally time for you to go into the motherland, the homeland, your forever land, whatever. It's supposed to be heaven, essentially. You know what I mean? Ooh, you make this person nervous. Like they get like their heart beats really quickly, or it's hard for them to breathe around you, that kind of thing. I'm hearing it's getting harder and harder to breathe. I don't know what song that is, but it's coming through. But then we also have the 9 of Swords coming through again. It fell at the top of one of the decks. Or this deck over here, I should say. And this is like, you're always on their mind. And it's giving, you're always on my mind. This person could be an old soul. I do believe people who have gone through a lot, even if they're younger, are more old soul inclined, because it's kind of like my soul is weary. I've been through so much, and I'm only 20 something, only 30 something. I kind of feel like I've been alive for so long. Like their soul is old, but their lifespan on earth could be short. You know what I mean? They've been and seen a lot. And that's why they're well equipped to deal with these challenges they've been given in this lifetime. Is it not ghetto? It will always be ghetto, but they're well equipped for it. Even when they don't think they are, right? So are you their type? Yes, they can't stop thinking about you. I do believe the reason why they were up all night thinking is because they wanted you so badly, but they couldn't have you. Is kind of the energy coming through. Or they were too scared to say how they felt. Okay? So, ooh... Stop it. This song is coming through. Hold on. I'm trying to get the lyrics. Every time that you get undressed, I hear symphonies in my head. I wrote this song just looking at you. Oh, oh. And something they swing low, and the trumpets they go. Stop it. I'm trying to remember the name of the song. I know it's a Jason Derulo song. Is it trumpets? I don't know. But I know he wrote that song for Jordan Sparks, supposedly, when they were still together. You know what I mean? Before he did his philandering. And they broke up. But I'm trying to remember. I think the name of the song was Trumpets. But either way, if you need me to look up the song in the comment section, comment right now, and I got you. When I see your comment, okay, I'll let you know the name of the song. Some of you could know it already, but I think it's Trumpets or something by Jason Derulo. So whenever you get undressed, this person hears symphonies in their head. They wrote this song just looking at you. And the drums, they swing low, and the trumpets, they go, something like that is coming through. But yeah, that's what's coming through here for you guys. So are you their type? Absolutely. Absolutely. I want one more card. You make them weak. They can't stop thinking about you. This person, you could have been intimate with them already, and they can't stop thinking about you getting undressed, right? This person just thinks that you was a queen. God, I don't know what to say. Okay, please, my group twos, please spare, are they their person's type? Again, in the Judgment card, these people are definitely naked. And then here in the Nine of Swords, this person's in bed waking up because they can't stop having maybe naughty dreams or just regular dreams about you, okay? And the Strength, like I said, in reverse is giving weak in the knees energy, and that song that was coming through. A lot of songs have been coming through for you guys. So that is definitely something. This person could think you're like a song. And then we have Three of Pentacles. This is an interesting energy for are you their type? Yeah. The answer is still yes, but the Three of Pentacles is more like a friendly, colleague kind of energy to me. So it's like, what's going on? I wrote this song just looking at you. I'm going to clarify for the Three of Pentacles. Why is that here? And then we have the Fool coming through again. A lot of repeat cards. And we have 10 of Pentacles and 5 of Cups again. So repeat cards, repeat cards, repeat cards. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. Maybe you guys started off as friends. Because the Three of Cups always gives me friends energy. And that's what I was saying with the Three of Pentacles too. Yeah. You guys could have started off as friends. They kind of feel bad thinking of you that way. Because the Five of Cups can also represent a friendship death. Someone finally realizing, dang, we're never going to be able to be friends again because I have romantic feelings for this person. Because like I was saying in the other Five of Cups, we have these 3 swords here. Not swords, apologize. We have these 3 cups here that he is lamenting, crying over. And then we have these 2 cups behind him that he's not realizing is still left over. So this person's like, oh my gosh, my feelings of friendship are no longer, viable. They're no longer there. Like, I still think of you as a friend, but now the feelings are more romantic, and most people will never be able to go back to being just friends after thinking of or looking at someone in like a more than friend manner. Some people can suffer through it, but this person's like really suffering, right? Like I said, this person's like, why didn't I see this before? What is taking me so long to get to this point, kind of thing. And this could have happened after your friendship ended, if your friendship would end, or after your relationship with them ended, whether it's a friend relationship or whatever kind of relationship with you. They could have realized after that ended, or they're realizing that now that they see you in like a not friend light. And now they're kind of like, oh, crap. What am I going to do? Kind of thing. Right? 10 of Pentacles, I see myself being with this person forever. Are they your type? Are you their type? Yes. Okay? You guys are each other's types. I just heard to a T. Or you just became their type. It's just something about you. Could be a vibe coming through here. Okay, cards. Don't piss me off. Relax. Because now you're getting on my nerves. Don't piss me off. Okay, much better. Whew, yes, the Fool is definitely someone who's willing to jump off a cliff, to just get anywhere near you, to be in the same room as you. The 10 of Pentacles is that happy family card. It's that we have the house, the dogs, the white picket fence kind of thing. We have money. We're building and growing together. We're thriving at that. Not just building and growing, we're thriving. So yes, this person is physically attracted to you, and you are definitely their type, and they definitely like you, okay? So let's get some oracle cards really quickly. I just keep hearing every time that you get undressed. I hear symphonies in my head. That song is crazy. This person could hear music when they think of you. That could be like how passionate your connection is. Here we have tipping point. This is kind of, I think, encapsulating everything that I've been saying. This person is at the tipping point of realizing that you guys are no longer friends and that things are more. So most of you watching this, or a majority of you watching this, you're like asking about someone you've been friends with or in a situationship for a long time. Wow, this card. We have clear space, clear mind. This person could have been working on doing that. I feel like clearing their head. And there was a lot to clear out, child. This Nine of Swords. There was a lot to clear out. This person's been clearing their energy, clearing their life, decluttering. They could be cleaning a lot. I'm forgetting I have all this space over here as well. Okay. Can I get one more card from this deck, please, Spirit? What else can you tell me about this connection, this person? Do they like them? Are they their type? And then here we have dream on. Yeah, this person dreams about you a lot. And it could be like wet dreams and they wake up like frustrated or like, oh, why can't I be with them? Or something, especially if you're not, if there's distance here, you guys don't live close to each other or you guys aren't in contact is what I'm getting specifically. And look at how, maybe this person thinks they, how can I describe it? They're not worthy of you in some kind of way. Maybe you're way more attractive than they are, and that could be something they're worried about. Because here we have this turtle monster looking thing, then we have this little goofy looking monster thing here, then we have this beautiful fairy angel. So it's kind of like, this person's a beautiful fairy, what do they want with me? Okay? This person could not know you like them, which is kind of weird. I mean, you never know. They could think all the things you've been doing for them is like a friend, because you know, y'all people be ride or die friends, you know. This is my ride or die friend, they could be thinking, and they're like, oh, now I have romantic feelings for them, do they like me back, kind of thing. And they don't know if you do, but you guys both like each other. Someone better speak up. Okay, Spirit, what else can you tell me? Here we have ancestral roots. This is that deep. It's funny how it's talking about old soul kind of energy and this person having to go through a lot. This person could have like generational curses that were placed on them that kind of restrict them in some kind of way, emotionally or mentally. Okay, their capacity to do things or understand things are very high, but the capacity to even act on those feelings could also be quite low. So they feel a lot, but they don't know what to do with those feelings or how to express them or, you know, that kind of thing, or how to release them. That's what I'm getting here from ancestral roots. But this is also kind of giving me a deep bond that I was talking about. It goes back like centuries or something like that. You guys could be like soulmates in different lives kind of energy. And you know how you're able to figure that out? There's an app called, I don't want to promote an app on here. You know, one day that's my dream to have a partnership with this app. But this is not a sponsorship, but there's an app called The Pattern that I downloaded during the pandemic when I was just launching my spiritual awakening. And it allows you to make bonds with people. And it tells you whether it's a friendship bond or romantic bond. And the app will literally tell you based on your birth chart and the aspects and the synastry, whether you've had a past life romantic connections with people or friendships with these people. And what I've realized is most people that I meet in my life that I feel connected with enough to add them as a friend on Pattern or make them download Pattern, make a profile, and then add me, we almost often than not have past life karmic links. And I'm like, ooh, that's why I love you. That's why I vibe with you, because we have past lives together. And it's beautiful. That's what I'm getting here with the ancestral roots, okay? And then we have hidden treasure, period. There's something, I don't know, this person thinks you don't like them back. I don't know what that is. Or they're like scared to affirm or how can I corroborate? That's crazy. Like corroborate stories. They're scared to come to you and ask you if you feel the same way, you know? Like, what's the word I'm really looking for? Confirm. Thank you. They're scared to confirm if you have actual feelings for them. That's weird. Especially if you know them for a long time. Maybe, like I said, some of you have like a falling out, they're wondering if you still even like them in that kind of way. Others of you, this is like just friends turning to lovers, okay? And y'all both have feelings and they're kind of like, do they like me back kind of energy. Take what story resonates for you the most. You know more than I do. And here we have give and receive. Look at that, so little. This is the first time I'm getting this card, I think. I can never be too sure, okay? And here we have weather the storm. That has been an important arc in this connection or this person's life. Weathering the storm. And then we have the Wheel of Fortune coming through as well. So that's a turning point, which is what this card was giving a different deck. This is the Mermaid's deck. This is the Fairy deck. Tipping point, Wheel of Fortune coming through. And then we had the Fool come through twice. So there will be a new era, and it may take some forgiveness for those of you who know this person already. There we go. Boom. Bada bing, bada boom, baby. But give and receive, that's definitely what this person wants to do. They want to give more than they have before. Maybe you were the one always giving and they want to give you more now. So do they like you? Yes, I would say this is giving more than like. But take what resonates for your situation. Don't think you met someone a day ago and they love you. That's OD. Use common sense, people. If you've known this person for a long time, or you had a connection just to cut it off and you want to know if you're their type or they're your type or whatever, yes and yes. Okay, so I hope this reading resonated. If it did, feel free to like, comment, and subscribe. Join the tribe. We'd love to have you. If you would ever like to book a personal reading with me, you could always do so using my email in the description box below. Please hype the video if you felt that it resonated and you have more hypes left as well. But as always, I hope you're having a beautiful, wonderful day whenever you're watching this reading. And as always, I will see you gorgeous people. Where in the next one? Mwah. Bye. Hello, my gorgeous group threes. Welcome to your reading. Thank you for joining me here today. If you guys have a crush and you want to know, do they like you? Are you their type? You found the right reading, okay? So let's get into that topic today. Do they like you? Do they like you? Whatever. And are you their usual type or they're just their type? Whatever, okay? Buckle up, buttercup. I love this reading. It was so cute. So I'm ready to get into your reading as well. This person could love you and think you're cute. Bruh. See, this is the issue with me having the phone right in front of my face. I can't see what I'm shuffling with. There could be something here about not having you in front of their face or like looking at your face or something like that. I don't know. But so far, we have that you're cute. You're a cutie patootie. They think you're cute at least. That's a good start. Okay, please, Spirit, tap me into the energy of my group three's person. Do they like them? Please, Spirit. That was fast. This is the fastest answer we've had so far. So we have the Four of Cups in reverse. So the reverse card is a no, but the Four of Cups in reverse can represent a yes, in my opinion, because the Four of Cups upright, would we even want that card upright? That's disinterest. I'm not interested. The Four of Cups is I am interested. This person could come off as not interested, but they are, okay? Let's see what else comes out. You have the Emperor. Look at the cards. Your cards are so talkative. At least this person's thinking of you. You are always on their mind, okay? That could be something coming through, or they're always thinking about you, or you're not far from their thoughts. Because the way the cards are flying out, okay, let's see what else comes through. Does their person like them? The Emperor and the Four of Cups in reverse is yes. This person could be quite like demanding or bossy, right? Or Emperors have like an untouchability about them sometimes as well. This person could think they're hot stuff and they're trying to come off as not as interested as they are. Is the vibe coming through? Okay, what card do we have here? We have the Three of Pentacles in reverse. Okay, the Three of Pentacles upright always gives me friends, co-workers, so that kind of thing. Kind of like a more clinical business professional relationship. This is giving that in reverse, so that could be a thing coming through as well. And then we have the Two of Wands. So yeah, this person is always thinking about you. There's something here about making a choice. The Two of Wands is the decision. The Two of Wands is the decision card. Jesus. Okay, sorry. I'm like, why can't you just speak properly? Okay, so we have these coming through so far. And when I was getting frustrated, I like put my hand to my face like, what's his name? Kevin from Home Alone. So that could be something coming through as well. This person's name could be Kevin. This person could be a little bit stubborn and mischievous like Kevin from the movie. Also very independent. The Emperor can be someone who likes to do things by themselves, but it is definitely given bossy, strategic. They want to save face. They don't want to be seen as a simp. They're very, very, very masculine. It could be a negative masculine, hyper masculinity. Who knows? They don't want to be seen as, loving on someone or being with someone or, that kind of thing. But deep down they are. So just keep that in mind. This person talks a good game. They put on a good front, but beneath it, they're ooey gooey and ushy gushy. Okay? Especially when it comes to you, we have more space. Move these cards over. So basically, we kind of went over the cards already. The Emperor, look at how he has his nose in the air. If this Emperor don't move, who are y'all dealing with? Who are y'all dealing with? Because who you think he is having his nose in the air trying to seem holier than thou, superior? This person could be older than you. Or they could have just a superiority complex. They have a big ego is what I'm getting for sure. This person has a big ego. This person could be an Aries. Okay, potentially. That's the biggest energy coming through so far. So that's coming through. I had to pause the reading to itch my legs. So that could be something. This person could be itching to get their hands on you as well. I didn't need y'all hearing the itching sound. Mind your business, okay? That's coming through. Can we get some clarifiers for these cards here? Can I get a clarifier for the Four of Cups in reverse? Why is it here? Do you see how these cards are flying out? You can't see, but do you hear how the cards are flying out? Wow, this is the most talkative group yet. We have Judgment. Wow. Yeah, this person wants to play nonchalant so bad, but they can't. This is interesting. Move these cards up so there's more space. They want to be nonchalant so bad. We have the King of Cups in reverse. That is also, no, Knight of Cups in reverse. Makes more sense. That's what I was getting with the nonchalant, trying not to be interested or chase behind you like a puppy with this panting kind of energy. Sorry you had to hear that. I'm so sorry. Then we have the Ten of Wands in reverse. Yeah, this person be whacking the pole, whack-a-mole, thinking of you. Like, yeah, this person needs some relief because they're trying to play so hard to get, but they're really not. They be wanking that thing off to you. Or if they're not a masculine energy or they're not a man, they're flicking the bean to you. Okay. And then we have the Five of Swords in reverse as well. The Five of Swords in reverse is like, maybe you guys have like a more bantery, arguing, enemies, lovers, this is the person I hate in school, my arch nemesis kind of energy. Because the Five of Swords is like someone who's always arguing and don't agree or can't get along, but it's coming out in reverse. So that's a good thing in my understanding, okay? Can I get a clarifier for the Emperor? Why is the Emperor here? Does their person like them? We have the Eight of Swords in reverse. Interesting card to clarify the Emperor. This person could be having a lot of like conflicting thoughts. But I do believe the Emperor is someone who's not scared of anything. They're going to go after what they want. So this person could be chasing you right now, or because like I said, the Eight of Swords in reverse can represent someone who's released their inhibitions, literally. Okay. The Eight of Swords upright is usually known as a card of holding yourself back. You're being a victim. You're keeping yourself trapped in your mind, you know, in your feelings kind of thing. And you can't find the way out. Okay. It seems that you can't. This Emperor has found a way out or around the emotions they have been feeling for you. So they're really good at hiding it, or they're not good at hiding it at all, you know? Or they're becoming a little sloppy at hiding it, okay? I thought I heard something. Okay, let's keep going. Can I get a clarifier for this Three of Pentacles? Three of Pentacles, right? Three of Pentacles in reverse. Does their person like them, please, Spirit? Does their person like them? Clarifier for the Three of Pentacles. A clarifier for the Three of Pentacles. There's something here about comfortable silences. That is coming through because in group one, there was something about uncomfortable silences. For you guys, there's something here about there's a comfortable silence. So you either feel secure when they're not talking to you, or they feel secure and you guys aren't talking all the time, right? There's not always that constant pressure to be something. We have the Hermit coming through. The Hermit. And can I get a clarifier for the Two of Wands, please, Spirit? Do they like their person? Why is that here? Does your person like them? This person could be wondering if you like them, too. This could be like a newer connection that's kind of like, I don't know if they like me as much as I like them, so let me hold back and not show that I'm obsessed kind of energy. Typical. Let me stop. Can I get a clarifier for the Two of Wands, please? Why is the Two of Wands here? The cards are flying. Yeah. I think if you ask this person, they would be upfront and honest with you. They wouldn't hold anything back. So maybe just ask them if they like you. They're giving an honest, truthful, like forthcoming kind of energy. They're not really scared of anything. Communication-wise, anyway, when it comes to emotions, that's a different story. You have the Nine of Wands, perseverance. Interesting. Yeah, this person's stubborn. So if you want to know if they like you, ask them, and I bet you they'll tell you the truth. But the answer is yes. Okay. The answer is yes, but they could be being stubborn about it. Or they don't want to like you. Could be something coming through. They don't want to like you. So Four of Cups in reverse, someone who is not as disinterested as they try to put off. And then we have the Judgment card coming through there. So something has been awoken in them. And if you're looking at the card and you can see, which you probably can, look at how it looks like these people are like dreaming of her. So this person could be dreaming of you, or kind of like daydreaming about you, and they're kind of like, oh, why am I thinking about this person? Kind of energy all the time. They don't want to be the kind of person who is under someone else's spell. And it kind of seems like this person is under your spell right now, because even these bodies, they can't help but be taken towards this person. Their spirits, their soul can't help but be drawn up to the clouds. And this Judgment card is supposed to represent Judgment Day in Christianity, where the angels or Jesus is supposed to come and like free us or save us, you know, take our souls to the promised land. That's what it was called. I was mentioning it in group 2, and I was talking about motherland. It's not the motherland, promised land, okay? So this person feels like they're in heaven, or they're being drawn up into heaven when they're with you. And that could be something they don't want to be caught up in, or they're being stubborn about it. 8 of Cups in reverse, kind of went over that already, clarifying the Emperor card is like someone who is like, yeah, they want to release their inhibitions. They're not holding themselves back anymore, so they want to go after what they want. So it's like they want you, but they don't want to want you too much. You know what that... Like, I'm about to say, you know what that feels like? Maybe that could be something for you as well. You want them, but you don't want to want them as much as you do, or more than they want you. So it's like a battle of wills coming through here for you guys. Especially with the 5 of Swords. You guys could both have very strong personalities. And this person being the Emperor, he's very proud. Okay? Pride is a big thing for Aries sometimes. Okay? Also Leo. So all the fire signs, honestly, right? Pride is a big thing for this person. They don't want to be the first to admit defeat or fall first, that kind of thing. And that could be the same for you, which is why you guys are always like arguing or going back and forth, because it's easier than saying, being gushy and wishy and saying, I like you. It's better to like tease and rib and, you know, joke than be serious and be vulnerable. That could be something you guys both kind of struggle with. But this person has no problem going after what they want. So this person could have made their intentions known, but it upsets them that they think of you so much, is what I'm getting mostly, okay? And now my eye is itching. Ooh, boy. Sorry. Okay. Then we have the Hermit card. That felt good though. I know it's not good to rub your eye, but if it's not supposed to be good, like, why? If it's so wrong, why does it feel so good, right? That could be something coming through as well in this connection. If it's so wrong, why does it feel so good? Maybe they're not supposed to be with you, that kind of thing. There could be a hint of like taboo, forbidden, especially if there's a significant age gap, or you guys work together, or you guys go to school together. It's kind of like, don't SHIT where you eat, because you don't want to make things uncomfortable after the fact, if you guys don't work out, okay? But with this 3 of Pentacles in reverse, and then we have the Hermit card coming through here. Yeah, there's something here about them having to hide how they truly feel, or them truly thinking or trying to think over if they want to bring this into a work connection, or it's kind of like incorporate into their life in some kind of way. You know, the 3 of Pentacles in reverse, like, okay, the 3 of Pentacles upright is the energy of building something, building blocks. You're working together with someone to make something real. This person may not want to be serious, but they're attracted to you, right? And then we have the Hermit card coming through here. They're like hiding their inner monologue. They're still thinking, they're still reviewing, going over in their head, trying to come up with a decision on what they want to do. Do I want to be serious? Do I want to not be serious? That kind of thing is coming through for you guys. Okay, but they're on a journey of like self-reflection and thinking and enlightenment ascension. I love how we have the Hermit card, which is a card of enlightenment, and then we have the Judgment card, which can also be a card of enlightenment. The Judgment card also represents discernment, following your inner calling. So inside, they're calling for you. Their insides, their soul, that kind of stuff. Like I was saying, being drawn upward towards you. And then we have the Hermit, which is like the more logical mind, because we have Virgo being ruled, or Virgo ruling the Hermit, and Virgos are definitely more mental than emotional. So they're kind of like, oh no, we can't show too much, we can't do too much, we have to be very strategic about how we show our feelings, that kind of thing. We can't text them too much, that kind of energy. And it's kind of like, oh please, don't piss me off. But like, they're being very tactical about it, because they don't want to show their interests too openly. Or they're still trying to figure out if they want to invest and build or not. It could be as simple as that. Okay. Then we have this 2 of Wands, which is an energy of exploring or wanting to explore, making a decision to explore. And then we have the 9 of Wands coming through here, which is that stubborn energy of I'm hearing anything you can do, I can do better. I can do anything better than you. So it's like a battle of wills. But I think I mentioned already in this reading, like the feminine versus the masculine. Who's going to fold first? I don't want to be the first to fall or lose my heart or fold, you know? And now I'm hearing that song by Kehlani, Folded. I'll let your body decide if this is good enough for you. Already folded up for you. Already folded up for you. How does the song start? Is it silly of me to act like I don't want you back? Because all that I can think about is us since I seen you last. No, I didn't want to walk away. All you had to do was ask for space. I'm telling you, be on your way. To fall back the way. Come pick up your clothes. I have them folded. Yeah, so is it silly of me to act like I don't want you back? Some of you could be a little more serious or farther along this connection than others. Just take what resonates for you. And it's like you could have had a falling out with the 5 of Swords coming out a little bit earlier, like fighting, battle of wills, not wanting to fold kind of thing. And they're kind of like, I don't want to fold first. You don't want to fold first. So it's like, who's going to fold first, And they should definitely be the one to fold first because they're the masculine coming through. What do you mean? Like, make a move, say something, reach out to me if you want to talk. Like, stop playing. Is the energy coming through for me, in my opinion, right? Okay. So yeah, someone's being stubborn. They're thinking about doing something, acting, but they're like holding themselves back. Or like building up all this tension for no reason. Look at all these wands. Like that's what I was getting. Like someone's like whacking, what is it called? The pole to you. And like they have all these passionate feelings towards you, but they're still deciding if they want to like further along the connection. Like I feel like I've been saying that back to back, okay? So the answer for do they like you? Yes. Now let's get into are you their type? My group 3s, please spirit, are they their person's type? I hear the wind howling outside. I mean, yeah, this is like some kind of feral energy coming through. Like howling to the moon, like, okay. Wanting to pin you down kind of stuff. The chemistry here is A1, I feel like. But the emotional side is like more stunted. So you guys could have been physical, but you haven't built that emotional connection yet. If it's still new, if you've been with them for a long time, it doesn't matter. The physical connection is like stronger than the emotional at this point. So they're trying to like not think with their, schlong, if you will. So we have the Ace of Cups. The Ace of Cups always gives me a wet dream kind of energy. So are they attracted to you? Yes. Are you their type? We shall see. It didn't want to come out in reverse, but I do want some more cards before I decide if it's supposed to be in reverse or not. Because it kind of fell like this, and that's like, was it supposed to go this way, or did it stop there for a reason, So let me get some more cards, and then we'll decide. I'm gonna let your body decide if this is good enough for you. Yeah, this person may just want to wham bam, thank you, man. It's you know what? I'm so pissed off. Why did my What's the Tea deck come from TikTok shop? And I'm like, I don't gotta bring it today. I knew I had a thought. I'm like, just bring it to work with you today. Put it in your bag. And I'm like, no, I'm not gonna do a relationship reading. And look at me doing a freaking love reading. And that could have provided some perfect clarity to what this person. Don't piss me off. But it's fine. We have oracle cards that they do it good and well enough. But I'm so upset. I'm like, I could do a reading tomorrow. Using it, and then look, we have the 3 of Swords coming out in reverse. Interesting. I do believe you could be a new type of theirs. They may not have dated someone like you before, whether it's like your aesthetic, your race, your ethnicity, culture, whatever, and like you're a new something for them, but there's interest. Like, you know what I mean? They could have been heartbroken or turned down a lot. This is giving me secret fantasy, someone's secret fantasy of being with someone. I'm getting a little bit of fetish energy coming through, so just be careful with this person. Like, it's very physical for them at this point. That's it. I'm not getting heavy emotions. I'm hearing play it coy, play it cool. This person could have emotions, but they're trying to play it coy, play it cool. I swear that was just the Nine of Swords I wanted to, not swords, Nine of Cups I wanted to pop out. We have the Wheel of Fortune. Yeah, so you're a new kind of awakening for this person. I love that. And then we have the Wheel of Fortune, then we have the World. I don't know if I want to put the World down. Don't mind me. I have this. Your boobs could be very important for them. They like those a lot. This is a from the tripod that I just opened up, but I don't want YouTube saying nothing to me about nudity, because now you guys are getting an unfiltered angle of the cards these days with this new tripod. Okay, so is there anything smaller that I can use? Like, because this, maybe use that instead, so you can still kind of see some of the card, maybe. Yeah, that's much better than this packet. I was improvising. No, not too much. Okay, thank you. Okay, so yeah, this is kind of giving me a new type. You may not be the person or type they've dated in the past, but there's always been interest, you know? And now I'm seeing, I hate this reference, Travis Kelce, how he was so down for the brown, down for the swirl, down for black women. And there was this clip that I saw on social media that kind of pissed me off or turned me off real bad to him. He was like on the show or something, and he was talking about how one girl is the kind of girl you bring home to mom and da-da-da-da. And then Maya, which is his ex-girlfriend, his black ex-girlfriend, how she's the one who's going to whip him into shape and keep him in line. And it's going to be so exciting, like kind of fetishizing her being black. It's being more exciting and her going to lay down the law and da-da-da-da. And then the white, of course, blonde-haired, blue-eyed girl was the one that he takes home to mother. And who did he end up with after that girl? Taylor Swift. And who did he propose to? Not a month ago, Taylor Swift. So that's the kind of energy coming through here for you guys. This person could be used to more, I was going to use quotes. This person could be used to dating their race, strictly. If they're white people. If they're black people. So you're kind of coming as like a curveball in a kind of way where they're attracted to you and they're kind of like, this is new. You know what I mean? Which can kind of, how can I describe it? Can kind of have them thinking, oh, this is not someone I'm going to end up with forever because they're not what I usually go for, kind of energy. So like I said, be careful with that instance. Like, I don't usually go for people like this. So let me like keep a distance, or they're scared to give, show too much of themselves because they're kind of out of their depth or out of their comfort zone, right? Can I get a clarifier, please, Spirit, for the Ace of Cups in reverse? Why is that here? Because the Ace of Cups upright is like giving wet dream kind of energy, mentality. Here we have the Magician in reverse, and we have the Eight of Cups coming out to clarify the Ace of Cups. Interesting. It's kind of like, ooh, don't piss me off. Stop. Yeah, it's kind of like how can I describe the energy? Someone who was thinking about something and inadvertently manifesting something. And I just saw 2222 on the timestamp. So you're the first kind of person they could have been with that's of a different race or culture or background kind of thing. You know what I mean? And it's like, are they my type? They're still trying to figure that out. So they're not too sure themselves. Because the Magician in reverse is someone who's good at manifesting, period. But it's like, why is it blocked? Because they didn't know they were manifesting it. It's kind of like you realize you didn't realize you had a specific type until they kind of met you, and now you're their type, but they're like, are you my type? You're not what I usually go for, that kind of thing, Very interesting. Okay, let's keep going. And then the Eight of Cups is like walking away from something. So it's like they're going to leave? This didn't clarify anything at all, honestly. But like I said, the Three of Swords in reverse is a usually positive card. So it represents some kind of healing, some mending, some, repairing going on. But when it comes to physicality, then we have the Wheel of Fortune, then we have the World card. So it's like, yeah, first they were like a little unsure. They weren't sure, then they kind of met you, they kissed you, they did something. And now all of a sudden it's like, yeah, that'll do it, right? But there's still an energy here of like, I'm not sure. So are you their type? Yes. They want to see the titties, right? That's what's coming through right off the bat. You're turning into their type. How interesting. Can we get any more cards for this portion of the reading, please? For are my group threes their person's type? Because I don't think my question has been answered. We have the Queen of Swords. We have the Seven of Cups. Yeah, they do think about you. It's like it's giving I manifested like a wet dream kind of thing. Timber. I manifested a wet dream kind of thing is what I'm getting for this reading here. I've always had a type that I may have wanted to be with, and you are the embodiment of that type, but maybe I never thought I would be able to get it, so I'm just going to hush my mouth. So someone who's always been attracted to white men, finally getting a white man, and they're like, oh, wait, I didn't think this was going to happen. Now I have to kind of review and say, is this what I wanted? Is this actually my type? If this clip don't see, this person keep trying to find a way to see them titties. This person pissing me off. A sick individual. Please. It's like I've had date dreams. I've wanted naughty things, tempting things, but I've never had it or had the chance to have it, and now I do. We have the Queen of Swords coming through here. This is a card of like clarity, truth, honesty, being frank and honest up front. There can be excuse me, there could be something this person wants to say, get off their chest, right? Then we have the Six of Pentacles, giving and receiving kind of energy. And then we have the Page of Pentacles in reverse. Like, none of these cards are helping the cause. I don't think they're helping the cause at all. Are you their type? I want to say yes, I do. Like, or you are now, right? You know what I mean? Especially if you guys started off a bit rocky. You started off enemies to lovers, not liking them, that kind of thing. It's kind of like, why would this obnoxious, what is the thing that Aaron Burr says? Watch this arrogant, obnoxious, loudmouth bother be seated at the right hand of the Father. Yeah, watch this arrogant something, obnoxious, loudmouth bother be seated at the right hand of the Father. It's something Aaron Burr says about Hamilton in the play. Yeah, something he says like that. So it's like, what this is giving me? There's like a movie. I haven't watched it, but I've seen it on Netflix a few times where two honor students, two straight A students, vice president, the better example, boom. So I'm like, I don't know that movie well enough to explain it to you. Excuse me. There's a Netflix show, Never Have I Ever, and their characters, Davy and Ben, and they grew up their whole life in constant competition of getting, valedictorian, being the highest in their class, whatever. And it isn't until they reach like high school, is it like junior year of high school or sophomore, whatever, that Davy decides to become more popular. She wants to have a life now. She's done being a wallflower, watching her high school existence pass her by. So now she's on a mission to make the most popular guy in school love her, kiss her, take her V-card, essentially. And along that journey, she finds that she has, some feelings for Ben, which is the nerdy character who's always like fighting with her and competing with her. And, they kind of get together a little bit, and then she goes back to the other guy and she's like playing them both at one point. Davy was that girl, period. And that's kind of what I'm getting here, a Davy and Ben kind of situation where they didn't realize there were feelings there because there was so much dislike and hate at first, right? That's for some of you, not everyone, okay? Others of you, this person kind of come from like a very conservative, like, I only date my race kind of energy. And now that they found you could be of a different race. It's like, I'm not sure yet. This person's a little bit unsure. And it's making them uncomfortable because they're usually so sure about things. Them coming out as the emperor, So you are their type. There's a bunch of like moving pieces, a bunch of confusion still. Even though they are physically attracted to you. Are you their usual type? I wouldn't say so. But you are their type now, right? They're kind of in the middle here because we have the Queen of Swords and we have this balance, or would this be called, this scale in the Six of Pentacles, which is supposed to represent equal give and take. Yeah. I'm hearing this person needs to be honest with themselves. So they may still have some like digging and unpacking to do when it comes to certain things. They're not fully clear yet of where they see this going, if it's anything at this point with you guys, because this is just like, do they like you? This is not about what's gonna happen, what's the future of the connection. It's just like, do they like you? And yes, do they find you physically attractive? Yes. Are you their type? You might not be. But you are now, if that makes sense. You weren't always, is kind of the energy coming through here, okay? So let us get some cards from the oracle cards before we end the reading. I feel like this is like there's a lot to unpack here in this reading. It's not just cut and dry. It's a little bit more difficult than that. This person could have many different types. They don't discriminate, is what I'm hearing. They don't discriminate. That's funny. And then we have this Page of Pentacles in reverse. So someone who kind of feels out of their depth in a way. So like I said, they've been imagining being with someone, a big booty, big titty bee. Don't mind me. So like I was saying before, I was so rudely interrupted. They're not used to being with a baddie, essentially. They're not used to being with someone maybe thicker, bigger, curvier, someone who may be of a different race, background, whatever. And they're kind of out of their depth. They're out of their element. Are they attracted to you? Heck yes. Do they want to do naughty things to you? Yes. They're trying to see them yitties anytime they can, any chance they can. They're ready to tell you, they're ready to tell you, whip them out, kind of thing. But there's still like an emotional, not roller coaster, but blockage, road bump they kind of have to get over. You know, because the Page of Pentacles is definitely someone who is still new at something. And they don't want to admit that they're still new at something. And they don't know what to do or how to handle it, kind of thing, you know? Okay, let's get some cards from this deck. I was so rudely interrupted. I didn't realize it stopped recording. I kept talking. Thank God I realized. Here we have a generous spirit. Beautiful. And that's that Six of Cups. This person like wants to please you and give you things, but are they sure they can give you what you need? Is the kind of energy coming through here. We have good things come in threes. This person may want to be like open, an open connection. Here we have desire. Yeah, like I said, you are their type. They are very attracted to you. The Wheel of Fortune is literally gazing upon a naked beauty. The Wheel of Fortune is, the world, sorry. But the Wheel of Fortune is essentially gazing upon the wheel because because it came out before. Gosh, I'm getting excited. This person gets excited like a kid, a puppy, like a teenager, you know, seeing their first pair of boobs kind of energy. That's kind of what I'm getting. And here we have the gold at the end of the rainbow. So you're definitely their type. They definitely like you. Like all that's coming through. But like I said, there's hang-ups that this person has to kind of get through. The Seven of like Cups for coming out for, are you their type? We have this person, like there's so many things they kind of want to see or be or do to you, and it's like they can't think of just one thing. Do they want to give? Do they want to take? Do they want to pillage and plunder? Do they want to court and be soft? That kind of thing. You know, be lovey-dovey. So generous spirit. Good things come in threes. Definitely. This person could also be kind of like talking to other people as well. That could be something coming through. Or, like I said, they have multiple different types. Take what resonates for you as well. They have multiple different types. And you just happen to fit one of their types. And then we have desire. So absolutely, that kind of confirms everything we've been wondering. They are attracted to you. Then we have gold to the end of the rainbow. Something they've been looking for a long time, honestly, as well. You're very exciting to them. Okay. Can we get, sorry, a few more cards for this situation here? What else can you tell us about this connection? Bring your head here. We have celebration. Yeah, this person does like being with you and around you. But there's like a lot of ego and like maybe they have to unlearn some things as well. Especially if there's like racial barriers or something like that. Not barriers, but you know what I mean? There's like cultural differences, racial differences. We have the elements coming through here. And look at how beautiful she is. She's gorgeous. This person's kind of like mesmerized by you, honestly. I think you're giving a little bit of like everyone's type, so how could you not be their type? But are you usually what they go for? I don't think so. I think they've been with people who are quite different in like stature than you. So a good example would be you could have big titties. They're used to being with people with small titties. So now they're kind of like, what do I do with all these titties, right? Oh, this reading is a mess. That's what's coming through though. Like, I'm joking and all that, but I'm serious. For real. Can we get some more clarifying cards for this connection, please, Spirit? Do they like them? Are they physically attracted to them? Are they their type? Are my group 3s their person's type? Here we have inner child. That's something you could bring out. Then we have sense of place. That's a beautiful card, honestly. So we have sense of place, and then we have inner child coming out. So yeah, that's what I was kind of getting. You bring out like a playful, giddy inner teenager to this person. The Page of Pentacles is someone who, or did I say that in the part that got cut off? I'm not sure, but I was talking about a teenager in your reading, and then I looked up and the camera wasn't filming anymore. So the camera either got it or it didn't. The Page of Pentacles is like an overeager teenager who's like seeing their first pair of boobs, and they're kind of like, oh my gosh, what do I do with these, kind of thing. You know what I mean? That's that inner child. You make them feel unsure, and they don't like that because they're someone who's used to being confident about everything, you know? But we have you wielding the sun. I'm just assuming this is you. Celebration, okay? The element, someone who has it all. Right? Then we have inner child, that playful energy coming through. They like that in you. And then we have a sense of place. They do feel safe with you. Okay? So good things come in 3s. Could also be something about more good coming to this connection. And you just have to wait and see. Don't stress it out. Okay? But just have fun. So I'm going to leave your reading here. Thank you for watching. Like, comment, and subscribe. Hype the video if you can. If you have any more hypes left. Thank you for watching. Okay? If you want to join the tribe, do that. Like, comment, subscribe. I think I said that already. I'm not 100% sure. If you want a reading with me, you could always do that. Use my email in the description box below. Okay? But I hope you're having a beautiful, wonderful day whenever you're watching this reading. And as always, I will see you gorgeous people in the next one. Mwah. Bye. Hello, my gorgeous group 4s. Welcome to your reading. Thank you for joining me here today. Today's reading is going to be about, does your person, do they like you? Do they like you? Are you their type? All that kind of good stuff. Okay. So I'm going to be using 2 decks that group 1, 2, and 3 did not get. So I'm going to try to hush. Okay. And if you're coming from group 1, 2, or 3, I'm sorry. Okay. I don't know what you want me to do. But I thought, or I figured this was the perfect reading for me to use the cards in, but I had left them at home yesterday, but I have them today. So yeah. So please, Spirit, tap me into the energy of my group 4s and their person. Can we understand? Can we get some explanation, some answers for does their person like them? For whatever reason, I felt called to do 4 groups, and I haven't done 4 groups in a long time. So let's see how this plays out. Does their person like them, please, Spirit? Group 4s. Does group 4's person like them? Whoever their person may be. We have the 8 of Cups. What is that? Is the bracelets carrying water? I just washed my hands. And I guess the bracelets are still kind of wet. Don't piss me off. That could be something. Water. We have cups. Let me take them off. Are they... Sabotage. Okay. We have the 8 of Cups. Interesting for do they like you question. Please, Spirit, my group 4s. Does their person like them, please? This is why I had it more back, because it's just in the way. Does their person like them? Look at that. I had to move the camera pod or the tripod or quadrupod back. And then the 8 of Cups represents walking away. Interesting. Does their person like them, please, Spirit? And then we have the 2 of Swords. And your cards are coming out crazy. Because the 2 of Swords is kind of stuck in between the deck. Like there's like a wanted to come out but didn't want to come out. But then it fell out. Interesting. This person could be indecisive. They could have recently walked away from a situation where they weren't happy or satisfied. And now they're finding you. And they're kind of like, huh. And then here we have Judgment. Absolutely. This person just walked away from something big in their life. And they're kind of like, do I have the emotional capacity or space for someone new? Does my group for this person like them, please, Spirit. And then we have the Chariot. Interesting. Well, all the cards are upright, and if we're going based off that, upright cards mean yes. But when you look behind the meanings of the cards, it tells a different story. So I'm going to clarify. Can we get a clarifier for the Eight of Cups? Why is the Eight of Cups here? This Eight of Cups is significantly different than most Eight of Cups because, yes, someone is moving away from something, but he hasn't moved anywhere yet. In this card here, he's just sitting on a ledge thinking. He sees his path in front of him and he's kind of like contemplating leaving, but he hasn't actually left yet. So that could be something. Maybe this is someone you have been with for a long time and they're kind of contemplating if they want to stay with you or leave, that kind of thing. There could be some emotional history here between you guys as well. And they're trying to figure out if they want to stay or go. But with the Four of Cups in reverse, clarifying the Eight of Cups, there definitely is a hesitation to walk away. Okay, so like I said, like with this specific Eight of Cups, it's just thinking about it right now. They haven't made any moves to actually walk away, and that could be something. So there is feelings here, absolutely. Do they like you? I would say this is giving more than like. It's giving like you're haunting their thoughts or something like that. I didn't even ask for a card. Relax. Can I get a clarifier for the Two of Swords, please, Spirit? Why is the Two of Swords here? Does their person like them? The Two of Swords is a little bit of an indecisive kind of energy, and we have two cards falling out for that. We have the Queen of Pentacles, gorgeous. And then we have the Seven of Wands in reverse. So yeah, someone who's deciding if they want to move towards like nurturing and building and growing the connection authentically, right? Realistically, they're thinking realistically, but with feeling, if that makes sense. So the Queen of Swords thinks realistically, but cuts off the feelings of it all. The Queen of Pentacles is a good mix of the Queen of Cups and the Queen of Swords. So she's thinking logically, but she's also letting her emotions choose what they want. So this person's making a decision or trying to decide if they want more. If they're willing to put the time and energy and effort it takes to nurture and build and grow a connection. You know? It's kind of like a parent trying to decide if they want to have kids because they know kids will take up a lot of their time and their energy, and it takes a lot to make a connection work, especially amongst like life things like work. If they already have kids, if they have like family responsibilities, like juggling all those things can be a little difficult sometimes. So they could be trying to decide if that's what they want to do right now. So I would say they do like you though. I would say they do like you, but it's difficult or complicated, as people like to say, complicated, you know? The Seven of Wands is someone who wants to let their guard down, who's sick of fighting or fighting their feelings, you know? They've been at this crossroads for a long time. The Eight of Cups is a crossroads. Am I going to stay or am I going to go? Right after that crossroads, we have the actual crossroads card, which is like, okay, I haven't fully walked away as of yet, but I'm thinking about it. But they also don't want to, you know? Interesting. Is this someone you're in a connection with? Why are you asking if they like you? It's giving that kind of energy where we're having like a rocky period right now, and I want to know if they're still in it, you know? I would say yes. They haven't decided to get up and leave yet. We have the Judgment card. This person's having like a identity crisis of sorts is kind of what I'm getting. Maybe they're becoming someone new, or the connection is evolving in some kind of way, because the Judgment card can represent an awakening. So like epiphany, a realization of sorts, you know. The Judgment card is also an inner calling, a draw to go somewhere, to do something. So they do feel drawn to you. You're haunting their thoughts, but they're kind of like, can I give my all to this person right now? Work is so busy. I may have kids. I may still be dealing with an ex. I may be dealing with family troubles. So for those of you who don't know this person, and maybe none of you are watching for a connection you're already in, this person right now is thinking, I do feel drawn to this person. Do I want to start something more serious? You know? Or do I want to keep it where it is now? Whether it's we're just friends or we're just talking kind of thing, we're just dating, you know? They're trying to figure out if they want to take it to the next level, is what I'm getting from these cards. Okay? So that's what's coming through. They're making a decision right now, but I would say like you, especially with the Chariot card being the last one in the spread. The Chariot is like, yeah, let's go. I'm doing it, you know? So they were trying to decide if they want to do something, but they're coming to a decision now, if they haven't already. Oh, and I feel like if they have, you wouldn't be on a reading asking if they like you. Like, my back been hurting lately. I don't know what it is. Oh my gosh. I heard it's from carrying all these titties, period. My mind is so, I can't with her sometimes, but I heard that. She been hurting. We have the devil in reverse. Are we taking all of these cards? I guess we can. We have the 5 of Wands. Yeah, it's kind of like giving they're fighting with themselves or fighting with other people. This could be conflict in their life in general. We have 2 of Pentacles, which is like an up and down, back and forth, a teeter-tottering kind of energy. What is that little, not ride, what is the thing called? Seesaw. That's what this 2 of Pentacles is giving me. One minute they're saying yes, the next minute they're saying no, because they're kind of like teeter-tottering. They're not sure. And then we have the devil in reverse. Maybe this person's scared of like getting hurt again or following or getting stuck back into old toxic patterns. It could be something coming through as well. Interesting. Quite. At the bottom of the deck, we have strength. So yeah, they have strong feelings for you, this person, for sure. But I think it's more complicated than, oh, if I like you or not. Because I can like someone and not want to be with them. I can like someone and not want to pursue anything with them. I can like someone and want to jump their bones only. I can like someone and want to date them and, you know, be with them exclusively. It really just depends. So everyone's story is, of course, different. So take what resonates for you. Why did I bump the computer and the screensaver popped up and there's like this creepy little fish? Let's see if I can show it to you. Look at the fish staring right at us. Yeah, this person could be on their way to you right now. Or they've made their decision already. But that was funny. I'm like, have they made a decision? Do they want to be with you? The strength card is saying yes. The judgment card, like the chariot. Then like the fish is right there staring me in my face. Yeah, I think this person does like you. So the answer is yes, but it's complicated, you know? Okay. That was something. Now I guess we can move into, you know what? Let's use this deck right now and see. I'm going to use the What's the Tea Oracle cards to see if we can get any clarifiers on what's going on here. This would have been so helpful yesterday. But the message came through anyway. Okay, so for my group 4s, please, Spirit, what is going on with this person? Do they like them? Do they not like them? What's the issue? Okay, so we have bad habits. That is that devil card. Okay, so drugs and denial, repeating mistakes, they can't break the loop. Yeah, that's what I was getting. It may not be as drastic as they're addicted to something, but I am getting they're scared of repeating an old cycle that happened in a connection they just left. So this person could be fresh off a breakup, and then here you came, their judgment card, their chariot card, someone they kind of want to pursue. And now they're kind of like, do I want to jump back into a connection when I just got out of one? You know, barely survived in my life. Do I want to jump back into something with this devil card in reverse? Yeah, so that tracks. What card is this? We have cyberbully. Online attacks, hiding behind screens, words can still wound. Interesting. Are you dealing with a cyberbully, or do you know this person through online? Online attacks is crazy. Hiding behind screens, words can still wound. This person could be watching you from online accounts. Maybe you know that, maybe you don't. You could have met this person online as well. Let's see what else is coming through. This is quite interesting. Group 4, please, Spirit, does their person like them, or what are these things that are holding them back? They're saying it's complicated. What is complicated about it? We have shine, radiate with truth. Your light triggers darkness. Stay unapologetically you. This person could be not good for you. What else is coming through, please, Spirit, for my group 4s? What is the complication in this connection? We have uninterested. And then we have dodging bullets, blocking bad energy, escaping toxic people, haters can't touch you. So you know what I'm getting? This is kind of giving me this person. That's what I was saying about this person is moving away from a toxic relationship, and they don't want to jump right into something right now. So they're uninterested in falling in love, but I would say they do like you. So you understand what I'm saying? Are they ready to wife you up? No. Are they ready to boyfriend you up? No. But do they know that they're interested in you? Yes. But do they want anything more? No. Like, you see what I mean? Blocking, because this person is trying to do that, because we have the Seven of Wands in reverse, and that's what is coming through as they like you. The reason why there's so much indecision here is because the Queen of Pentacles, they feel some kind of attraction, kinship, something towards you, warmth, generosity, kindness, you know what I mean? Affection towards you. But am I going to act on it? Because I've been through so much. This person could be used to being like used, you know what I mean? And they're kind of like, can I trust this person? Though, yeah, especially if they're the Queen of Pentacles coming out as the Queen of Pentacles. This person's so used to being warm and giving to everyone and maybe getting used for it. Cyberbullying could be something they could have dealt with as well. This person could like have low self-esteem in some kind of way as well. You see how the cards add some kind of context? Take what resonates for you, though. Let's move on to the portion of the reading. Are they attracted to you? Are you their type? Or their usual type, what they usually go for? Or are you their type in general? We'll keep it at that. We have the Sun at the bottom of the deck. That's already like a yes, but let's see what comes through. Please, Spirit, are they their person's type? My group 4s. Are my group 4s their crush's type? Please, Spirit. Are my group 4s their person's type? That is too many cards. Can we start with 1? Appreciate you. We have the World in reverse. Maybe not their usual type. But let's see what other cards come through. Please, Spirit, are my group 4s their crushes, their person's type? We have the 9 of Cups. What the hell? And then we have the Devil in reverse again. Yeah, this person has like addictive tendencies when it comes to love, substances, whatever. And they're kind of like, I get attached very quickly, could be something that they do. The 5 of Pentacles and the Hangman in reverse. For are you their type? Like, the 9 of Cups is a wish come true card. So it's kind of like, yes, but then why are all these other cards here? And then we have the Sun actually coming out. Okay, so we have the Sun, we have the 9 of Cups, we have the World. Okay, so all of these cards signify that, yes, you are most definitely their type. You may not have always been their type, which is kind of why they're also pretty scared, because they're used to dating a certain kind of person. And you kind of go against all of that, whether it's a race thing, an emotional maturity thing, that kind of thing, commitment thing. They have never been in a committed relationship. And they're kind of like scared of you being the first or something like that. So definitely you are their type, because we have the Sun, the 9 of Cups. If these come out upright, I think the rest of them are pretty like, you know, these are the strongest energies coming through. So yes, you are their type. Or maybe for some of you are their type, for others of you aren't, that kind of thing. Take what resonates for you. The World in reverse, and I feel like the Devil in reverse is them trying not to attach themselves to you again. Maybe the things that attract them to you are superficial, right? So like the physical stuff, because in the World and the Devil, the people are naked, which is why I'm trying to hold them up off screen so I can see, but you can't see them, because I don't need YouTube telling me nothing, okay? But the Devil is someone who wants to be in control, wants to tell someone what to do, gets attached quite easily. And I feel like this person with the Devil card coming out in reverse is trying to stop themselves from attaching to you, to clinging to you, that kind of thing. But the World and the Devil, child, obsession, all they can see is you. I would say you are their type. I'm not even gonna lie right now. I get that. I'm following my intuition, and I have like a feeling in my gut that's like, yes, this person is attracted to you. You know, are you their usual type? Maybe not, but maybe they don't have a type anymore after being heartbroken so many times based on going after their usual type. You know what I mean? I do feel like you're something different for this person. You're something they don't usually go for. I don't know what that thing is. I'm getting like a culture difference or something like that. Maybe you're like Muslim and this person could be Jewish, or you're like African and this person could be, or you're Nigerian and this person could be Ghanaian. Those are two different cultures. But is there attraction there? Of course, and absolutely. But something is like blocking this. Something is holding them back that they're trying to overcome right now. It's something that's coming through quite strongly in this reading. So yeah, we have those cards over there. We're going to keep them over there so you two don't tell me nothing, because they must not know that I fight. I think there is like sexual attraction here between you guys, for sure. And the sun is also a baby, you know, riding naked on the back of a horse, just having a good time being naked. So I feel like physically attracted, yes. Maybe you're not their emotional usual type, but you are definitely their physical type. Does that make sense? That makes sense to me. It should make sense to you as well. Thank you. There are different kind of types. We have people that we usually go for all the time. Does that make them good for us? No. Does that make them what we actually want and is our actual type? No. I do believe this person has something they usually go for. Emotion available, toxic kind of person, and you could be emotionally available or intelligent and mature, and in that way you're not their type, but physically you most definitely are, you know. Maybe you hold them accountable for their BS and you don't let them get away with stuff, and that's something that they're not used to, and that's not something they think that they want, so that's not their type, but physically you're all what they need and what they like, you know. You see what you're picking up and I'm putting down? That's kind of what I'm getting here. Like real heavy, okay? So you are their type for sure. Emotionally, maybe not. Physically, absolutely. Okay, boom. Leaving it at that. This Five of Pentacles, though, I think this person's type is changing. So there could be an energy of them being out in the cold right now, trying to figure out where their life is, which is why they're coming through with this uninterested energy. And I do feel like even in this card, the uninterested card, we have a couple that's probably in a fight right now, and the girl's like walking away from him, and you can tell he's sad. But the girl's kind of like, I'm not interested in talking to you right now. That doesn't mean that she doesn't love him and want to be with him, but right now she's not in the mood to talk. You know, that vibe coming through. And then we have the Hangman in reverse. The Hangman in reverse is an energy of someone wanting to chase you down, wanting to come out of this being stuck mode to make things shake. You know what I mean? So I do feel like you are their type, you know? And their type could be changing in some kind of way, and you're turning into what they want. You know what I mean? That's kind of what I'm getting. Okay, so now that I said all that, I want to get some cards. I can put that down. I'm like, nudity. This person could also be really paranoid as well. That you're not who you say you are, that you're going to cheat on them, that kind of thing. This person has been hurt before. That's a big thing coming through. So just, you know, beware of that. I'm trying to cover this card so bad. And I just keep coming back to this side of the reading with all the major arcana cards. Like, look at them. Okay, so what did I want? I wanted to get some cards from this deck here and see what comes through. It's called the Confessions of a Soulmate Oracle card. I guess we'll see what's up with this person. Get more clarity of what could be going on in this connection. Okay, please, Spirit. Can we get a little bit more clarity on what's going on in this situation, this connection, please, Spirit? What's going on in this situation and connection? We have mine. I heard that. Period. It says, and look at how we have like a car, motorcycle keeps coming through. Motivation. I meant to say transportation, but okay. Here we have, I want to take the honoring path towards you. So I am taking responsibility for my situation first. I am coming forward to tell you how I feel. I know I have what it takes to make you mine. I am ready for a new beginning. How cute. And that's what I was saying with the Chariot card. This person was making a decision, and now they're kind of like coming in to be like, okay, I made my decision. I know what I want now, right? But it took some contemplating, some thinking on it, you know? How cute. Mine. Period. Period. I know that's right. What else can we get from my group fours, please, Spirit? Here we have let go of fear. I think this person has been struggling with that as well. They are definitely really scared of getting hurt again. Mine. It says, I have no fear of making mistakes. Nothing you do or say will ever make me stop loving you. There are no mistakes on this journey, only soul lessons. Everything happens for a reason. It's safe to be vulnerable with me. Yeah, sure. Maybe both of you are bound by some kind of attachment issues or something like that, because we have the devil, and the devil is two people, man and a woman, attached to the devil's altar. Not just one person, your person, but you as well. So there's things you guys are both getting over, I think. And I think for you, it could be you letting go of fear of someone leaving you, and them, it could be the same thing as well. So you guys are grappling with the same things, but they're kind of saying, you don't got to worry about that with me. Like, I'm not going to hurt you, right? Let go of that fear and just be open and honest is kind of what I'm getting for sure. Don't piss me off. Quadrupod. Sit your behind down. They're trying to fall. Sorry. Okay. Here we have insecure. See, that's kind of what I'm getting. I think I said that with one of these cards that came through here. I think this person does feel a little insecure. It says, you treat me better than I have ever been treated. And I know that you can give me everything. I really do want that, but I am still struggling with my fears. Look at that. And we had fear. I feel like I am not good enough for you. It's my own insecurity holding me back. Don't piss me off. No, King, you're fine. You're perfect as you are. Okay. And then we have strive. Okay, so that's what I'm getting. Yeah, this person's overcoming stuff. So like I said, it's more complicated than if they just like you. Yes, they do, but there's more to it than that. Okay. And here we have strive. And strive says, I have grown up since our last encounter. I have been working on myself to be the better person whom you can feel proud of. And that's beautiful. Some of you, this person could just be uninterested. I don't want to send mixed signals. I think for your group, some of you need a personal reading, right? It don't have to be with me. It could be with cards you pull yourself. Decks like this, you pull yourself so you can get more specific messages. But this uninterested here, like I said, I did interpret it to mean you're not interested in talking right now, right? But I feel like for some of you, this person is just not interested as well. That could be a really small piece of you. But like I said, don't take what I'm saying here and run with it. Use your discernment, your intuition, okay? Thank you. But I am getting a vibe that most of the people here, they do like you. They are attracted to you. They do want to be with you. But it's taking them a little courage to like move forward, right? They're fighting battles and demons, the Five of Wands. You know what I mean? They're fighting against their feelings. Or trying to anyway. They're not really succeeding. But I love that I said this person's kind of giving me a little bit insecure, and it came through as confirmation. Okay, so what I want to do is pull a few more cards from these oracle decks here, and then I'm going to leave y'all alone. Let y'all go think on this, stew on this. Like I said, some of you need a personal reading. Like I said, it doesn't have to be with me. I'm not trying to promote myself, even though my personal readings are great. But just to get more confirmation. Can we get some more information on this connection with this person, please, Spirit, for my group 4s? Do you want to follow out or not? Containing multitudes. Yeah, so there's more than one story, more than one problem, more than one solution coming through here. Like, there's so much more going on that you can't see. My group 4s, please, Spirit, my group 4s. What else do they need to know? Okay. We have jokes on you. Don't piss me off. And then we have the elements. Yeah, like I said, for some of you, this person don't like you. Just be careful. Most of you, this person does. Take what resonates. If you have a feeling this person don't like you, use your intuition, please. Jokes on you is a crazy card to come out. You know what? Maybe I should read from the book to get more clarity, because I feel like it's pretty self-explanatory, but sometimes these cards aren't. So just give me a second. Joke's on you. Don't piss me off. Joke's on you, fool. Okay. 57. So it says, the Paris are fairies of Persian mythology, regarded as neither completely good nor completely evil. These gorgeous winged creatures were depicted as maliciously deceptive in early interpretations, but appear later as mostly harmless pranksters who could even be helpful in some situations, delivering messages to humans from the divine. The kinds of pranks the Paris would play are equivalent to a friend hiding your phone. If you've been losing or misplacing things a lot, and didn't we have a cyberbully come through? Somebody here could be really being cyberbullied by this person that you think likes you, but the joke's really on you. You know what I'm getting? Have you guys seen the After, is it After? It's some, I think it's mostly on Netflix, but it's kind of like a book that turned into a movie. And basically the guy pretends to like the girl because his friends dared him to. And then the girl had no idea in the first book or movie, and then she found out at the end, but he did fall in love with her, even though he was playing a joke on her. But it was like just so mixy and messy. Like I forget the name of it. But I think it's like the After books or something like that. But that's kind of what I'm getting, you know? That can be coming through here, where someone was someone was placed in your life as a joke, and now they're trying to play you, or maybe they have real feelings now, which is why it's also complicated. That's not going to be for everyone, because things like that do not happen every day, but that could be for somebody here. If that feels like it could be happening, please take heed to that and listen to that part, okay? But the jokes they played were harmless, supposedly, in this book, okay? But still, use your discernment. I beg of you, okay? Whew. When this card is drawn, take extra measures to be organized. Maybe it's time to clean your room or tidy the shelves. Uncluttering your space is meditative for you. Let your mind wander as you clean, and consider what message from the divine the Aries might be sending you. Yeah, this could also just mean their life is really messy and they're trying to to clean it up right now. That kind of thing as well. But joke's on you. You got to be hyper vigilant with these kinds of readings. Okay, the last deck, and I'm going to leave you guys. Don't fall. That keeps coming through. Don't fall. Don't fall. Things keep wanting to fall over. That can be a message for you from Spirit. Don't fall for this person. Don't fall for their games. Or just don't fall in love with them at all. You know, yeah, be careful, guys. Because I said don't fall to the tribe, quadrupod, whatever it wants to call itself. And then I keep saying that to, things on the side as well. So don't fall is a message that keeps coming through. Okay, please Spirit tap into the energy of my group force person, the situation that's going on right now. What is going on? Can we get a little bit more clarification of the energy, the relationship, the connection? Here we have feel the rhythm. Oof, that was fast. It says waves of emotion. Feel the rhythm, waves of emotion. What else is coming through in this connection, please? We have forgiveness. Some of you, the connection is deeper than what it seems, okay? You could know this person for a long time. It just depends. But others of you, if this is new, they're just saying feel through it. If this is someone who's hurt you constantly throughout how many, years, months, weeks, don't give them no time of day, right? Don't fall for their BS. Do not fall in love with them, that kind of thing. That message could be for everyone. Take what resonates for you. And then we have Riddle Me This. I just saw 3030 when I paused for a second to get this card that fell. Riddle Me This is the same energy as Joke's on You. What's the problem? There's a jokey. And then that Cyberbullying card keeps coming back to mind. So let's just get it really quickly. It says online attacks, hiding behind screens. That could be, and then words can still wound. So it doesn't have to be someone actually cyberbullying you, but it could be this person saying hurtful things to you, maybe to push you away, that kind of thing. Or they're hiding behind their screen because they're scared to say anything to you, kind of thing. But feel the rhythm, feel this out. Like I said, it's going to be different for everyone because you guys are not all the same person and the same connection. But there's a lot of emotion here on this person's part, on your part. So just be careful. There's a lot of storylines all in one happening with containing multitudes in this connection. And Riddle Me This is you guys are both still a little bit confused, but clarity will come the more you trust yourself and your inner calling and where your intuition and emotions are taking you. Sometimes you do feel drawn to someone, but it's because you're meant to learn a lesson with this person. So you could learn the lesson of heartbreak, of healing, of moving on, of leaving things alone, finally, of not giving your heart away at the first drop of affection, that kind of thing. You could be learning a lesson from this person, and it could be meant to play out. Not everything we can prevent from happening. Some things are set in stone. As much as people want to say we have our own free will, yes, but some situations are destined, So you are destined to meet this person, to go through this heartbreak, to move on, to be more healed when you do meet someone that's meant for you. You know what I mean? So it's not, a bad thing, but it's just a further step on your evolution. Take what resonates though. Some people do still have free will. You don't have to learn this lesson. you could leave this person right here and, you know, but you may end up learning against someone else, okay? Just keep that in mind. But I hope this reading resonated. I'm going to leave it right here. If it did, feel free to like, comment, subscribe. I just saw 3232, so 30 could be important. Yeah, if you want a reading, always email me. I got you guys, right? Hype the reading as well if it resonated or helped you in any significant way. But I love you guys. I hope you're having a beautiful, wonderful day whenever you're watching this reading. And as always, I will see you gorgeous people in the next one. Mwah. Bye.